Molweni lotshani sanibonani buzzers sisemaphethelweni walenyanga kaNhlolanja gaze eyiphi imidlalo enizifundise yona uma ungabe uyaqala ukubukela iSportsBuzz awulenzanga iphutha ngoba kuningi oyosifundisa khona kulesiqephu kakhulukazi ngomdlalo wegalufu ayike masiya khona. Today on SportsBuzz, we have golf officials giving us details on the historical male and female Aon Amateur Championships, a back-to-back extravaganza ignited by Casey Jarvis and Kaylin McNabb. We then celebrate Casey and Kaylin's achievements and sample from these Aon SA Amateur Championships finalists. Lastly, we focus on the record set and the maturity of SA amateur ranks. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. 2020 Aon South Africa Amateur Championships kicked off in style, the first of its kind after putting to life an idea from the Golf RSA CEO, Mr. Grant Hepburn, of conducting both male and female tournaments on the same golf course at the same time.
So with the establishment of Golf RSA, when men's golf through the South African Golf Association and women's golf South Africa came together to build the umbrella body of Golf RSA, one of the primary objectives was to bring men's and women's golf closer together.
The SA Amateur has been in existence since 1892, and it's a long time. And men and women have always been separate. So about 8 years ago, in South African golf, we recognized the need to amalgamate golf under a single umbrella. And that was the start of the establishment of Golf RSA, who is now the umbrella body that covers men's golf, women's golf, disabled golf, as well as golf development in South Africa in the amateur game.
The fact that we've been able to partner with this wonderful golf course and wonderful club, Royal Johannesburg in Kensington, as well as Aon as a sponsor that have come on board with us. That's what makes it possible to do this, to have the men and women together at one facility like this. It's a wonderful facility and it's worked brilliantly.
Every player here is so excited about the fact that we have girls and boys, or men and ladies, playing on the same golf courses for the last week, ever since Sunday it started for us. We played our 54 holes stroke play, and the result of that stroke play, we combined the two divisions. We have two divisions. We have a championship and we have a silver division. And we combine the results of those, and those are the qualifiers that go through to the match play.
I think it's important that amateur golf continues to grow as it is. And we need to support the golf clubs in that respect. And the average affiliated golfer, what we have here this week, are the country's best golfers. And that's a very tiny percentage of the number of people that play golf. The other thing is that we work closely with the Disabled Golf Association of South Africa and the Golf Development Board of South Africa. Those organizations have been in existence for 20 years. They do wonderful work and bringing, that profile of person into the game, people that don't necessarily have the means.
It would be great if we could produce a really, really top black player. That's what we're all trying to do. There's lots of money being spent. There's lots of coaching that's going into it, and we would like to produce a Tiger Woods in South Africa. The trouble is, it's difficult. There's so many different things that go into it. It's very difficult to kind of falsely take somebody and produce him. It's here in a golfer.
Development golf in the women's game is incredibly important. We have watched over the past few years a reduction in membership of women at golf clubs. But in actual fact now, we are the fastest growing group. We have an amazing development program which started several years ago. We now have about 56 development nodes all around the country, including school, all for beginner golfers. We have 56, as I said, nodes. We have about 500 development grassroots girls, and these girls get help from both their unions and from Women's Golf South Africa.
President uthe ukusazisa ngomlando walomdlalo kanye nendlela ezodlalwa ngayo ukuya phambili.
We started with the African Amateur at Leopard Creek. Then we moved to the stroke play event at Rand Park last week, and this is now the match play event. It's our amateur swing. And we had participants from Ireland, from Scotland, England, France, even from African countries like Zimbabwe and Swaziland, and not to mention the Scots giving us a run for the money in our final here today, playing against Casey Jarvis, who was flying the flag for South Africa.
Aon commercial manager Jacques de Villiers gave a cautionary word on turning pro prematurely.
The problem that they had is that they turned pro, they go overseas, never had anybody to benchmark against, and then they get this fright overseas, or the big surprise, and many of them drop off. So what has been happening of late, and what these big tournaments and the big sponsorships bring is that firstly, suddenly you have a lot of international people coming to the tournaments, international competitors, and suddenly you can start benchmarking yourself against the best in the world.
We meet the finalists after the break. Stay tuned, Buzzers.
The extraordinary Japanese city of Tokyo will host the Olympic Games for the second time in 2020. Officially the largest metropolis on the planet, Tokyo is home to over 38 million people and is consistently ranked among the safest, cleanest and friendliest cities in the world. Renowned for its shopping, nightlife, food, fashion, public transport, the largest fish market in the world and helpfulness of the locals, Tokyo will provide the perfect backdrop as the world's best athletes in 33 sports at 42 venues strive for their piece of Olympic history.